Hello and welcome back to the Cricket Nerds podcast. I am James. I'm joined with Benji again. Zach is a little preoccupied at the moment. So today we had the first of the playoff matches, and it was Rajasthan versus Gujarat Titans. And the winner of this will go through to the final. So there were high stakes. And Gujarat Titans have got it in the last over yet again. So and it was a really good game, actually. A lot going on. And so Rajasthan bowl first. No, they don't. That's a complete lie. Rajasthan bat first. And things don't start off too well because Butler was going very slowly and Yashavi Jaiswal got 3 off 8. But then big Sanju Samson comes in and he starts hitting with some impetus. What do you think of his not bench?
It was a good captain's knot, wasn't it? I think he supported Josh Butler very well through that whole partnership they had. Was a good 60 odd run partnership, which was just really class. He struck really well and was finding the boundary at the appropriate time. I'm just sad that he didn't get to his 50 because he looked like he would.
Yet again, he managed to go out in the 30s or 40s.
Yeah. Like, it's not quite the same as last season where he was able to come out and hit 2 very good hundreds. He just, keeps falling short a little bit of that goal every now and again. And maybe that's something to do with having the captaincy for the second season, a bit of second season syndrome potentially. But I think 188 for 6 seemed like quite, I would say, a decent score. I mean, I know they were playing in Kolkata, which was a brand new stadium for the playoffs, and the final is going to be in Ahmedabad on Sunday. So we're not really sure how that pitch plays yet, but it seemed like 180 for 6 is a solid score. Like anything around that 10 and over mark is okay, and anything approaching 200, you think you're okay with it. Maybe 10 short potentially, but it seemed quite an easy chase from Gujarat in the end. And aside from Rashid Khan, the bowling of Gujarat was quite poor. What do you sort of think about, the other 5 bowlers?
Yeah, I thought they had very ordinary performances, to be honest. I thought Hardik Pandya for his couple of overs looked tight. He's really good, and I think if he was still in like the fitness state where he could bowl all 4, Gujarat would have restricted Rajasthan quite a bit more because he's just so good at hitting the difficult lengths when he wants to. So it was a shame he only bowled 2, and all the other players got a bit of tap really. It was interesting that Lockie Ferguson wasn't playing. What do you think of that? Because they've replaced him with Alzari Joseph, which Alzari Joseph, he's very quick, but is he as good as Lockie Ferguson?
Yeah, so Ferguson hasn't played for the last couple of games. I'm not sure whether they're resting him for the final or if he's picked up an injury or if he's gone back for international duty with New Zealand. Trent Bolt hasn't, so I'd assume that Lockie Ferguson hasn't too, but I think with how well he was bowling, I don't think he really deserves being dropped for Alzari Joseph. I think they may be playing around with the mix of the team a little bit and wanting to bring back Matthew Wade to be a bit more stability to that top order, save Hardik batting 3 and then trying to scramble around for someone to bat number 4 potentially. So I'm not sure whether it was because of that choice that they've sort of left for, because they were for a long time playing Joseph and Ferguson together, and then having Rashid Khan and David Miller as their overseas. So maybe there was a bit of a mixed balance. Clearly some hard selection decision going on there. But for my money, I would say that Lockie Ferguson has seemed the more convincing bowler. However, it didn't actually matter that much because the Gujarat batters were able to knock it off. And it was pretty much the Hardik Pandya and David Miller show. I think the 2, Rhythm and Saha, had a day off. Like, he's looked really good all the way through. Technique's been really good. And then Shutman Gill and Matthew Wade looked okay, but really it was and they gave a good springboard to go off. But really, yeah, it was that Hardick and Miller partnership that really won them that game.
Yeah, I thought David Miller in particular, he's such a good finisher. And now that he's in form, he's had another season a little bit like the was it 2014 when Kings 11 Punjab got to the final, and it was Glenn Maxwell and David Miller that just really hit their stride. And David Miller's in that sort of touch again. Just a really, really good number 5. And I think he is pretty much one of the main reasons that Gujarat are going to be in the final. I think it's down to him. I think it's down to Hardik Pandya, and then Rashid Khan, and then Rahul Tewatia as well, who has been an amazing finisher. They didn't need him this time though, because like you say, Hardik Pandya and Killer Miller rolled it off. So the Rajasthan bowling, there's nothing really special about it. I thought they saw off Yuzvendra Chahal very well, while also farming him for a few runs, which was good. Like, he went at 8s and over, which was the cheapest of all of them, but it was still like that's still ticking the scoreboard over very nicely. And everybody else just didn't bowl that well. So yeah, there you go. A very ordinary performance from Rajasthan with the ball, but pretty good with the bat. So they now go in to the they get a second chance, and they face the winner of the Lucknow and RCB game. Now, you predicted Lucknow to win that one. I predicted RCB. So we'll see. That game's tomorrow. Hopefully Zach will be joining us for that one. But depending on who it is, do you think that makes a difference as to the result of who you think will win the sort of the second chance that Rajasthan have got? Do you think Rajasthan will bounce straight back up and be in the final?
I don't know. Like, again, it's the playoffs of the IPL. Anything can happen at any time. I can't quite remember if I predicted Rajasthan or Gujarat to win this game. I think, I probably predicted Rajasthan. Although, actually, according to PD's stats, I've not quite as bad as I thought. I've got a 34% accuracy. So 1 in 3 times the curse doesn't play off.
Also, huge shout out to PD.
Yeah.
He's done all these stats for us, which is absolutely brilliant for all of our predictions, and we will go through them maybe next episode, maybe the episode after. But yeah, no, big shout out to him. Great work.
But yeah, I think we did a good enough job of predicting. I think let's have a think. I can't really call it. I think Rajasthan's still seeing the most likely team to get into that final, but then there's always a story. We saw it in like the PSL as well, like the team that had to go the hard way through the eliminator and then to the qualifier and then to the final tend to come off a bit more momentum at times. So it could well be that RCB or Lucknow managed to pick it. But yeah, I think Lucknow will win. And I think it will be Lucknow, Rajasthan. I'm not sure who. It'll depend on Lucknow's / RCB's performance. And we'll call it tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. So I'm picking RCB. You know what? RCB all the way. They're going to win it this time, I believe. Come on. I'd like to see it. I think they've had such a good team for so many years, and they've constantly managed to underperform. That this could be the year. Who knows? But yeah, other than that, I think that's about it, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. There will be some real life cricket nerds cricket coming soon at some point. That is as specific as I'm going to be. But yeah, you'll have some actual footage of us playing cricket. So yeah, let us know if you actually want to see that. Because if that sounds awful, then let us know and we'll just carry on waffling. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Leave some comments down below. Ask us any questions, Cricket Nerds questions. I haven't been able to use that cool little intro for a couple of episodes now. So yeah, like and subscribe. Listen to our podcast. We are on all the podcast sites. You can follow us on social media. We are at Cricket Nerds Pod. And other than that, it's a goodbye from me and a goodbye from Benji.